Hi, I'm Jeff Goodman and welcome to scubaverse.com. Today I'm looking at the Oceanic Plus dive housing for the iPhone. I haven't had chance to dive with the housing yet, and so this really is my first impression of it. Oceanic have got together with Apple and produced a software that will allow you to use your iPhone as an underwater camera for both video and stills, but also it allows you to use your camera as a fully functional dive computer. You have to download an app to go onto your phone, and there are two versions. There's the free version and there's a subscription version. With the free version you can use your phone as the camera, and then it gives you a very basic small screen up on the right hand corner of a basic dive computer where it gives you depth and time. If you pay a subscription, then you get a fully functional dive computer, as well as advanced media editing. The housing itself, very well made, chunky, slightly heavy, which I actually prefer, and the controls and the setup menus are fully intuitive, very easy to use. Basically, you take your phone. By the way, this goes, the phones have to be iOS 16 or newer. Although this is an SE 2020, so it's not quite there, but it still seems to work quite well. There's so much to the software and the housing that I'm not going to go through it all. But there are very good tutorials on the Oceanic website, and I'll put that at the end of this. So basically, opening the camera with the swivel catch here, you open it up. The loaded app on the iPhone, and the iPhone is then placed into the housing and held in place nicely with a spring lever here. Turn the phone on by pressing the on and off switch. You get green flashing light. Phone's now communicating with the housing. Simply follow the instructions for what you want. It'll tell you when it's all connected and everything is working. It'll then ask you if you're fit and ready to dive, and you say yes. Continue. And the really nice thing about this is that on screen on your phone, it goes through all of the steps you have to do to prepare the housing, the phone, and get ready for the water. This, I think, is great because occasionally, especially if you're in a hurry for diving, you race through, you get your housing together, and you've forgotten something. You can't with this. So it's asking me, open the phone, yes. Is it connected? Yes. And then, just at the bottom of here, is a pressure valve cap. And it says to undo this. Undo that one. There you go. Now the nice thing about this is, and I'm just going to follow the rest of the instructions here, asking me if the cap is opened. Yes, it is. Done. When you close it up, it produces a little vacuum inside. When you close it, the valve back up, that will then test that vacuum with that air pressure in there for 3 minutes. If there's any change in pressure at all, it'll let you know that the housing is not working as it should. So you have to open it up, start again, see what the problem was, and do it again. That's fantastic, because then when you're underwater, if you should get a little leak or that pressure should change, you'll get a warning, and then you have to obviously come up. So let's have a look here. Done. Just following the instructions. Close up the housing. The nice thing I also find about taking video and stills with your iPhone is that with social media or streaming onto a website or whatever, it's immediate. So you have everything right here. You don't have to download and then send stuff off. And that just makes the workflow very easy and efficient. I know there's always a slight worry or concern when you put your very expensive and precious iPhone into a housing and take it underwater. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that this won't leak, but to me it seems to be absolutely foolproof, especially with the vacuum pump. The Oceanic Plus dive housing for the iPhone.